So let's continue with the numbers between 20 and 100, and I will pronounce this like the correct way to pronounce it, the way they are written, and then I will pronounce it the way that I would pronounce it if I spoke, like daily Swedish speaking. So I start off by doing this a little bit slow, and then I will take it a little bit faster and the way I would pronounce it if I was speaking to someone here in Sweden. First, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, you heard I pronounced it very much the way it is spelt. This is not really the case when you say these numbers. The pronunciation we usually use is like this: 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So basically the O goes away from these numbers. So you don't need to focus on the O's, you don't need to pronounce them at all. It's enough to just say 30, 40, 50, 60, etc. Okay, let's move along. So how do we make, for example, number 21? Yeah, this is really easy. This is just a matter of adding 1 after 20. Or in Swedish, adding ett after 20. And the same goes for making 22, 23, 24, and so on. And it's actually the same all the way up to 100. So just learning how it's done for 21 will make you able to form these numbers up to 100. So let's start with, we take 21 as an example here. We have 20, which is 20, and we have 1, which is ett, and 20 is supposed to be first, and ett is after. So that makes 21. And then we have, we can make, for example, 35. We have 30, which is 30. And then we have 5, which is 5. And putting those together gives us 35, 35. We can continue to make 77. 70 is 70. 7 is 7, which makes 77, 77. And we can make one more. We can take 46, which is 36. I hope you follow this. It's the same for every number here, so you can practice them, combining them into as many combinations as you want until you feel that you have learned this. In the meanwhile, I will move on to the next page. And this is how to make the hundreds. And to make the hundreds, you just take the numbers between 1 to 9 and add 100 to it. So 100 means 100. And when you say 100, you usually don't say ett. You don't say 1. You take away the 1, so it's only 100. And then it's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. The same goes for 1000, 1000, As for 100, when you speak daily, you don't say 1000, you only say 1000. But when we move along to the thousands, of course you don't remove the number in front of the 1000. So here it's 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000, 9000, 10,000. And if we skip some numbers, we jump directly to 75,000, which is 75,000. 99,000 is 99,000. 100,000 is 100,000. 200,000, 200,000. And we jump fast up to 1 million, which is en miljon. And 1 billion, which is en miljard. That is a bit of overcourse, but I added it just for fun, so you know what the word is for a billion. So now we have a lot of numbers. We've learned a lot of numbers, and what we haven't learned are the numbers below 0. And to form these numbers, you will use first the word for 0, which is noll, and then the word for comma, which is or comma or point, which is komma. And if we take the first word here, it's 0.1, and this in Swedish is said 0,1 or 0,1, depending on what word comes after. You will learn a lot more about this n, et, etc. later on in the course, but just so you know, it's 0,1, 0,1. Then it's 0,2. A more advanced number comes after that. It's 0,284. And the one after that is one more 0, and that is said 0,035. So it's another 0 after the comma. Okay, I hope you followed along, and if you have any questions, you feel free to ask them in the forum, or just use the live help here in the right down corner of the page. For you watching on YouTube, it's also possible to submit a question in the comments field, but I would rather see that you register on learningswedishonline.com and make use of all the benefits there. Okay, let's follow along. The last page is the same as the first page, and this is where we try to do this once again. And I want you to try first. Can you say this number now? Are you done yet? It's quite a long number, so I guess it will take you a while to pronounce all the different parts of it. I will take it once again so you can hear how it is pronounced. So this number is 1,234,567,089. And if you were able to say this number, and if you were able to see the different parts and break them down into the different parts, I think definitely that you have learned how to use the numbers in the Swedish language, and you can practice this with the exercises, and then you can move